And right where I stopped. So basically, I want you to do a debate again. I think all of you were present. However, I'm not sure if you were. So basically, we will have a statement, and now I will ask you whether you agree or disagree with the statement. And then we will, or you will be two different sides, and you will just have a discussion, have a debate. So the statement, or basically what we will be debating about, is that privacy is more important than security. So the motion is this House believes that individual privacy is more important than national and public security. So who agrees with this statement? Please raise your hand if you agree that individual privacy is more important than national and public security. I will give you time to read the arguments for and against. So arguments for privacy on the left side and arguments for security on the right hand side. Read them through, um, and then raise your hand if you agree with the statement. So Yahya agrees that privacy is more important. So not sharing much information is more important for your personal freedom. It's a protection from misuse and trust and dignity. Yeah, you definitely read through that. Okay, thank you, Yahya. Um, I will still leave some time for the others. Okay, so Amu, Azim, and Mohammed. Okay, Amu, raise your hand. Azim and Mohammed, do you think that national and public security, so sharing your data with the government and everything, is more important than individual privacy? Is that right? You're basically against this argument that's stated right here. Just Azim, Amu, and Mohammed. Tell me if I'm right.
What?
Amu, which side are you on? Privacy or security? Which one do you think is more important?
Privacy. I read it by heart before.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So please keep it raised. Um, Azim, what about you?
I'm with security.
You're with security.
Yes,
Perfect.
security first.
I'm glad because if all three of you would be on the same side, I would need to separate you. So perfect. This is very good. So we've got Yahya and Amu on one side on privacy, and then we've got Azim on security. And again, as we did last time, I would basically like you to, you know, Yahya or Amu will start. They will state an argument, and Azim, I would like you to react and add an argument for why you think security is more important. You again have some language, some phrases, some useful phrases you can use. However, it's not necessary. If you can state your arguments without these phrases, it's completely fine. But it might be some sentences that can help you. So, Yahya, could you please start with stating why you think privacy is more important? Just give us an argument. You can definitely use one of the arguments stated. yeah, just say something why you think privacy is more important, and then Azim, sorry, Azim will react.
So I said privacy is more important because of many reasons. I will talk about some of them. For example, trust and dignity. That mean if you protect your privacy, you will feel that you are comfortable and you have confidence. And also, it will give you like freedom. You feel you are free and you can do what you want because there is no one know that you want to do this or you want to do that. And I will leave the rest to my colleague Ammu.
Sorry, I forgot I muted myself. I will ask Amu in a minute. Now I would like Azim to react and give his argument.
Yeah, thank you, Yahya, for your perspective. And I think so. You mentioned for dignity and to be comfortable. So this is not happening if there is no national security. The national security is first. Imagine you an emergency because there's like information shared related for this unhappen emergency like situation. So it's difficult to be comfortable in your house, even in route, and as well as like to be like to keep your dignity. Do you the situation or emergency situation? So the situation for the or security situation is first. This can bring for you the comfortable and also to keep your dignity. Over to you.
Very good. Amazing reaction, Azim. Okay, now we will let Amu speak so that each of you has a chance. Amu, can you give us your argument? Or first, can you react to Azim and then give us your argument?
I'm confused, you know?
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Feel free to ask. Or do you need me to explain?
Can explain for me agreement for security?
But you said you agree that privacy is more important.
Ah,
Do
for Azim,
So you're against
yes?
Azim.
Privacy.
Privacy. You think privacy is more important?
Like protection from news. Surveillance data can be used to target or discriminate against a specific group or viewpoint.
Mm-hmm. Do you need me to explain that? The argument.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So, protection from misuse. So, misuse is using the information incorrectly for some,
Mira,
yeah, for some other reasons that they should. So, that's why you believe that privacy is more important because you are scared that, let's say, the government or anyone would use your um information incorrectly and it could be used against you. So we've got an example of specific groups. Okay, so there can be specific groups, and some of your information it's usually when we're talking about that, it can usually be um race, which race you are, so stuff like that. It could be used against you. So that's what we call misuse. So um if you're arguing that privacy is more important, this is exactly what you are scared about and why you don't want to share your information because they could use it against you.
Say here, to this, I use it to protect my information from misuse.
Mm-hmm. So is that your argument that you think privacy is more important because you are scared that your information would be misused? Mm-hmm. Azim, could you react on that?
Yeah, actually, that is important, but there is the most important things from your perspective, because so that information is belong to you as individual, but the information about the country or cities that like affects all the people, that means like the affects the social. So I think the community is important than the individual. And of course, if you like give you opportunity to like to free your dignity or your information against the information can affect all the people. You agree with this?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Very good reaction. Very good reaction, Azim. Very well done. Yahya, any reaction to that, to what Azim just said?
Yep, of course. First, I want to say that uh, they are a wise man said that the secret will never be secret uh, when it being between more than two people. So Mr. Azim said that after the government or the people that whom they are make uh, they secret the information or privacy of people, they protect and they give security to people. But I think it will never be right for all time. Even those whom they are collect the information or data from the people, may they buy it to others, to someone else. There is no guarantee. Thanks. This is my reaction.
Thank you so much. Azim, anything you would like to add?
Yeah. Actually, says something is important because the secret is difficult sometimes. So you don't guarantee all the people to keep secret. And yes, this happened. But I'm speaking about the important. So to keep secret of the nationality secret or public secret is important individual, because it is like secret if come out or something like this, so you can affect that you as individual, but this can affect all the people. And I mentioned that, so the community is important than the individual.
Mm-hmm. Reaction to that from the other side. So Yahya or Amu. If there's no reaction, that's fine. We can finish the debate right here. So Yahya or Amu, do you have a last sentence you would like to say to close it? Okay, it doesn't seem like we have a reaction to that. Oh, Azim? Yes.
Yes, I would like to mention here, so something is important than the privacy or dignity. For
Mm-hmm.
the community, the person gives life for the community to keep them, to save them.
Very good. A very good summary.
So
And yeah.
the dignity or
Oh, Azim, I cannot hear you anymore. You muted. Azim?
yeah, just I would like to summarize that. So the public or things for the community is important than the individual
Mm-hmm.
because like the national or public security that is important than the individual security and
Mm-hmm.
national
And it's
or
necessary.
privacy or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Very good. Very good. Thank you.
thank you.
Yahya, or Amu, do you also want to say a summary of your arguments?
Yeah, of course. I want to say that the community come from individuals. There is no individuals come from community. So I think the basic is uh, this if this security that you said, if those individuals don't accept this, it will never be.
Okay, I will leave that as a closure because we will finish now. However, I can see that you have some experience with debates, which is perfect. And as I said, it's a very difficult activity to do online. However, if we would do in a proper debate, that, and obviously we couldn't do it now because there's only three of you, so it's two against one, which is unfair. However, if we were doing a proper debate, there would be an introduction. So an introduction from each side. So basically, it will be stating which side you are on and simply why. Then there would be a space for the arguments and for reactions. So argument from one side, reaction from the other, and just like that, we would go on. And then there would be the space for a summary, for a closure. But it's actually what you did. However, there's only three of you, so obviously it wasn't a big debate, but very well done. All of you, very well done. And obviously, these arguments probably helped you, but very good job, guys. And yeah, well, I expected us to do more. However, I think that today's discussion was quite nice. There's obviously a few more activities that we skipped. So, for example, this one, however, it's very similar to what we just did. And this one is basically just situations, which I wanted you to rank whether you think it's high risk or low risk, when we're talking about privacy boundaries. But that's a very simple activity, so we didn't have to do that. So we did the more difficult ones and detailed ones. And basically that's the end of today's class, and that's also the end of module 2 in month 2, or for someone month 1. Um yeah, so we just finished module 2. Obviously, as always, you should have an assignment for module 2 on your emails. So make sure to finish it and send it to me on email. Because you're basically just going to review the whole module. So we had leadership, we have generation gaps, and we had privacy. So you're just going to review what we did, do a few exercises. And yeah, that's it for today's class and for this module. Our next class is tomorrow because today's Sunday. Tomorrow is our regular class. And then our next speak and practice will probably be on Tuesday, and it won't be on Wednesday. So basically, we'll just swap places with the discussions you're doing in the group chat. So we will probably have a class tomorrow and then on Tuesday, but we will let you know about that. And yeah, that's it. So if you don't have any questions, you can definitely leave the meeting. Thank you so much for joining and have a good night.
Thanks a lot. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, good night.
Good night.